Hey everyone, so I just wanted to offer a brief tutorial on how I access Blackboard and VoiceThread because I know that there's quite a bit of stuff that can happen, and I don't want you to think that you're the only one experiencing it. In fact, I also have sometimes issues with access, and I just use a couple of tricks to get through it. So the first thing I want you to see is I have to go and access my Blackboard. I am using Safari right now. So if I decide that I want to check in on our voice thread through Safari, I want you to see what happens. So I click on this, and this is really important. You want to go through that launch screen. And then sometimes if I'm using Safari, this will come up, right? So it says I need Flash, and I realize I don't want to bother with this. I don't want to install. Also, for any of you who have experience, sometimes you'll install Flash and it still won't work. So I'm going to log out of here and say, never mind. Now notice I'm not giving up, I'm just trying a different way. So I log into Blackboard using Firefox, and I am going to try to access our voice thread using this. Notice I have to make sure this launch screen comes up. And now it works. Now, one thing that can happen is sometimes it'll give you an error screen when you launch. It'll say something like authentication needed or something like that. When that happens, I just go back. So I'll click on course materials or home, and I'll try the whole process again. And usually by the second or third time of me trying, it works. And so I just wanted to give you that piece of advice that Firefox for me has been the best way to access VoiceThread. Safari and Chrome have been the worst. And then if there's any time, if there's any like issues with access in Firefox, usually me just trying to go back and then do it again works out all the kinks. So I hope this has been helpful. I'm going to use this video and send it out in a blast so that you are just reminded that tomorrow is really the deadline for the intro voice thread in terms of commenting and signing or adding a slide, because now after tomorrow we're actually getting into the composition aspect of this course. So I mean, I know it's just an introductory voice thread, but it sort of gives you practice with voice thread. So I hope you don't skip out on that task.